Hey man, I'm live right now, but are you ready? I'm live right now, but are you ready?
Yeah, whenever you are.
All right, I got it in my GPS. It says 1 hour and 34 minutes. So
what's that?
I got it in
hour
my.
Hour and 34, yeah. Watch out, somebody's behind you there.
All right, I'm gonna pull up in front of you. We'll just pull out of this gas station. How about that?
All right, yeah. I mean, I think I got to get on 81. I'm thinking south. Isn't that how it's showing you? I'm trying to avoid any of those tolls, man.
Yeah, I think I've got it avoided tolls on here. Let me just check.
I may just head down to where we were at to start off, and then get there and just regroup.
Yeah, I have avoid tolls.
Huh?
I have avoid tolls right now. Why don't we just head straight there?
You sent me a message or something?
Yeah, I sent you the address. Let's just go straight there and take care of it, and then, unless you just want to go to, I'll go straight there, and you can go to the spot.
Like I said, the only thing I'm concerned about is not letting
parking.
that up.
Let me see. Okay, so what you need to do is hold this down, copy it. Alright, so hold down on it to bring up this shit, and then you can copy it. And then come out here to your maps, which is right here. I'm actually going to pull this down so it's easier for you to access. And then now you can just pull up your maps. Now look, it's on your clipboard, but if it wasn't on your clipboard, you'd hold it down, hold your thumb down in that space again, and press paste. Or you can come here and come to your clipboard, and it'll bring you up shit that you've copied. Okay, so right now, I mean, this would be yours is saying 1 hour and 21 minutes. Now shoot, maybe I'll just follow you.
Well, no, see, this going to get me on toll.
Oh, okay, let me back up.
This way.
Let me back up. I can change that. Alright, so go to directions, and then you go press this little right here, go to route options, avoid tolls. So yeah, now yours is saying the same as mine.
So I was still going down 7 now, huh? Okay, but it is avoiding tolls, but I don't want to fucking do things. I figured that'd have us going back the way it came in the other day. 7's right here. Just make a right, I mean.
Head east toward Virginia 7 East, Berry
Yeah.
Avenue.
Yeah, if you're worried about parking or whatever, then you could just meet me at the spot, and I can go down to the permit place and take care of it myself. Right, but unless you just wanted to go through a...
I'll go.
Or if you want to... What's up?
Well, no, I was just going to say, I'm trying to... Yeah. I guess I can run down there and see if I can get parked.
Yeah, because we can go for a little stroll through by the monuments and shit while we're up there.
Yeah.
And if not, then just, you know...
Yeah, I'll just head
Find,
back.
or you can find a parking garage and take Coco for a walk to the park. Oh,
Right. Even without that black car, I can't get in, man. It's too big.
Too big. Okay.
For those down there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I have a confidence as long as there's open room in that place I parked last time, there's going to be room for you.
Okay. I'll try it and see.
All right. Okay, so hello everyone. We are gonna go check on this permit. Can't get through to him on the phone, so he might be waiting on me to. He's got that up in his GPS.
7 East for 36 miles.
So we'll follow Eddie. Yep, well we're gonna go straight up to the permit office and we're gonna check on this permit because they're not wanting to answer their dang phone. But yeah, I hope everyone is approaching a good afternoon. It's gonna be interesting. I bought some stuff for signs and yeah, I bought stuff for signs and a little banner. And shout out to Karen Reed. She's making me a official banner, so that's gonna be nice. Coerce prick is medical rape. Change my mind / out mind and put stance in honor of Steven Crowder and the Mug Club. If you want something done, you just got to do it yourself. That's what we're doing. You know, we're leading by example over here at this channel. My name's Alex Glasgow. Nice to meet you. But yeah, so we're going to check on this permit, and then the rest of the day is going to be making signage for the booth once we have confirmed that, in fact, because they told me yesterday that I was going to have an email. I said, let's lock it in. She said we have an email in my email box within a few hours of her talking, and I haven't gotten it yet. So we're just gonna go talk to them face to face. Can't get through their phone line. We're heading down there. It was really interesting too, because it was funny because the office closes at 4 p.m. and the other day when I went in, I got a call while I was live, and apparently the phone call didn't get, the audio was muted for the stream while I was talking to the gentleman on my phone. But the same guy that was in the lobby that I was talking to is the one that called me back, apparently, because I left a message earlier in the day before I showed up in person. He was returning my call via voice message or voicemail after the office was closed. So he called me, and I told him my name, and he was like, oh, you was the one that was just in here, because he had, check it out, he had actually looked up my live stream and listened to what I had to say while he was on the clock, which I found kind of interesting. But when I walked out of the office, I had talked about the corporal that was in there to apply for a permit that was for today. I'd imagine that the corporal got his permit in his email box. Because the corporal's permit was for today. So I found that was pretty interesting that I have not gotten my email yet. But I said when I walked out of the building, I said, you know, it'd be clear bias if somebody else turned theirs in just shortly after me for the day before and got theirs approved. And anyways, the guy on the phone told me that there wasn't going to be any bias. So I thought that was interesting that he looked up my live stream and checked that out for himself. I'm glad he did. Hopefully he's watching right now. Coerce prick is medical rape. Changed my mind. There was probably 10 different incentives via the COVID-19 response to get into compliance with their guidelines. And when I say their, I mean like the corrupt establishment that had been feeding us fake news and suppressing news and forcing us to inject ourselves with an experimental, quote, vaccine, end quote, that we cannot remove from our bodies. And I also find it very interesting that the Texas lab and the Wuhan lab could share information, research, resources, and the ability to destroy sensitive data revolving their research. Any files or equipment. Very interesting that they had that written in a contract. here's the thing. A lot of people come up to us and say, hey, you know, are you for the vaccine? Or are you against the vaccine? We're against mandates, okay? Having the forceful imposition of a penetration into our bodies that we do not consent to, having the choice to reject that. If somebody wants to become an experiment and you know, they think that the quote vaccine end quote keeps them safe, then they have the ability to make that decision on what they think is the best approach to keep them safe. The Nuremberg Code, the Helsinki Accord, the Belmont Report, all of which are revolving around consent of a human experiment. So, yeah, right now we're heading up to get the permit, or check on the permit that I should have, according to the lady that called me yesterday. Should have got her name. I think I might have. Wrote down somewhere. Maybe not. I have been calling the Trisha Lindsay office too, still waiting patiently on a callback from them. Again, I got invited to New York to participate in a podcast with Ariel Scarella. I am going to take her up on that offer and go to New York in the upcoming weeks. Probably set up a Change My Stance booth, or Change My Mind, slash that out and put stance. Do that in New York. That'd be cool. Maybe apply for a permit ahead of time. That way we can have more people at home watching or whatever show up. Because, you know, the more people that participate in dialogue and open discussion revolving these issues, the better, right? We're trying to hash out any concerns that anyone might have. We are concerned Americans. I don't associate myself with any organization, right? Because the rules of the organization is the fact that we are Americans. That is the organization. That is the country that we live in, okay? We are concerned American citizens, and I think everybody should have the right to sit down at a table if they so choose. The part of New York, I won't disclose that. That doesn't matter. All y'all need to know is where I'm at when I'm live and when the podcast is available or where it's available online. But happy to provide you with that information when we come to that intersection in the road or journey that your boy Alex Glasgow is on and has been on for a while now. You know, I've been preaching a lot about it takes a team to make it, and it does. It really does. But not all ideas take a team to make it, right? Sometimes we can reach out and do things on our own, or, you know, request help for ideas that we bring to fruition, as long as we are, you know, taking responsibility and following through with presenting the best path and making it easy for people to participate, to make things happen. You know, and basically, you know, one of the things I'm referring to is attorneys and lawyers and paralegals. The other one would be, the Media Blast podcast, getting other media outlets involved in the conversations, and not letting the 1,000 different stories in the media wash away people's concerns about the violations to our constitutional rights that occurred in one of the biggest, what some would consider genocidal eras in this country's history. So, holding people accountable and making sure we're staying on topic, right? Make sure nothing else like this ever happens again. We have to stay vigilant and remain diligent, working, whether it be slowly or fastly, towards the betterment and the accountability that is needed via our own human God-given rights. That'd be GPAT. Looks like she's suggesting that Viva is moving to the U.S. That'd be good. We need people to be safe, right? Trudeau became a dictator, and if he feels like that country isn't safe for him to operate in, then maybe we could make change here and influence Canada to do the same. I'm sure he's still going to be fighting the fight for all Canadians if he chooses to move to the United States. And part of me believes that he'd be doing so to protect his ability to fight for Canadians across the board. Business decisions like moving to Rumble could be a good one. Speaking of that, follow me on Rumble at MindPod, one word, MINDPOD. It's a colorful brain as a profile picture. It's a backup channel. I've only got one video on there, but in case anything ever happens, I'll probably just transfer right over there. But for now, we're rocking with what we're rolling with. Okay, this guy's a bot. That guy's gone. Anyways, so yeah, follow me at MindPod, MINDPOD, right? For a Mind podcast. Pod is for podcast. And, that's what I started off creating channels for, is to do podcasts. And very honored that Ariel Scarella invited me to New York to have a podcast. And it's going to be really good. I want to meet with Trisha Lindsay and do a little bit more consultation with people like Tony as well before having that podcast with her. I will be patient. I am going to be collecting a well-organized train of thought before broadcasting to her audience, which is around 750,000 subscribers just on YouTube. So that's like just a little bit, like a 750,000 subscribers. That's an enormous audience, and want to make sure that I'm cool, calm, and collected collected, meaning my thoughts and the plan of action that I would suggest that I have best come to the conclusion to move forward with. Petitions, notices of violations, enacting 10th Amendment rights, all of which is on the questionnaire for consultation. Questions like, how do we best approach enacting our 10th Amendment, etc. But I'm not going to spoil everything. Just a little bit of a promotional, preview of what's to come. So it's going to be fun. Hopefully everything works out. We're going to continue fighting the good fight. Leading by example. Right now we're heading down to check on a permit. Leading by example. Okay. There's no time to be comfortable. To be sitting on the couch or not doing anything. All right, we got to reach the people that need reached. And we do that one person at a time. If you want to send a group text message, that'd speed things up a little bit. But in person, it's kind of like one of those things where it's basically one person at a time. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll get a group that stops and chats with you. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I was able to grab something to drink. Very nice. I'm even going to propose to Trisha Lindsay to participate in a podcast. Maybe we'll get lucky and she'll agree to that. Do not hold me to that word. I'm just going to be simply asking or sending an invitation to her to participate in a 3-hour or 2-hour long podcast. Maybe even just an hour if she can spare it, right? Maybe Ariel Scarella and I could talk for, and also Lori could talk for an hour or two, and then Trisha Lindsay could join us. That would be interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna try to, extend that invitation. Don't get your hopes up, but closed mouth don't get fed. So, gotta at least ask. I got most of the banner done, the makeshift banner. I bought some supplies last night. I decided not to stream. I was just gonna do it. I'll show you guys tonight the finishing of what I started at the very least. But I wanted to concentrate and not have to worry about anything. So I just decided to just do it. got most of it done. It's not pretty, but it's decent. I mean, it's nothing. It's not where I would even want it to be, but you know, time is of the essence, and got to get something out there. And plus, Karen Reed, bless your heart, she is making a banner for me. You're so amazing, Karen. I love you, and your husband. Very nice people. And very nice artistic expression as well. Their decals are amazing. You know, there's even a couple on Eddie's truck right there, if you guys can see them. So I find it very interesting, very, very interesting, about how Hillary Clinton signed off on this press release. And she signed her name on it to slander Trump, right? And people like Johnny Depp just won a court case where whatever her name was, I don't even think she said Johnny Depp's name. It was more like a suggestive, we just got divorced type of nudge, nudge, hint, hint type of indication that she was talking about Johnny Depp, and he won. But yeah, people like Hillary Clinton sign off, and she's not in jail or going to court yet for this. You know, it's interesting because I was watching information on it. I don't remember where I was listening to this. It was yesterday when I was doing art, but they made the comment, what was it? Shoot, I lost where I was going with it. I'm trying to remember where I heard it from. Oh, yes. That the Durham report, they made the comment that they were curious if the Durham report was meant to set up the FBI, was meant as a filing against the attorney instead of the FBI to expose the FBI without alarming them and really catching them off guard, which if that's the case or not, that's what happened, because it's very indicative that the FBI was involved with the Russia collusion that Donald J. Trump was framed with, and they destroyed his reputation starting with that. And then once they started with that, once they got that to stick, everything else following it, the slander that followed, was much easier to push because everybody else thought that he was a traitor already. But the real traitor is people like Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, Joe Biden's son, Joe Biden's brother, and possibly even people like Obama. Bill Gates, maybe. guys, anybody just tuning in, we're going to check on the permit that I should have already had it in my email box. But I have not gotten that in my email yet. So we're heading down to knock on their front door and say, hey, what's up with this? We've got plans to make here. Preparations to be had. What's going on here? This needs to be official. I'll feel better once I have the permit in my email or in hand or whatever the case may be. Hey, ready, the bride's here. Let's pass this box truck. Did a little freedom block for the buddy Eddie. Donald Bond says, I have talent but need to refine what the law and constitution is. You know, you have to be more specific. Are you talking about the fact I'm applying for a permit to go down there and set up a table and a structure on federal land? If I wanted to get arrested, if I was trying to die on that hill, then I would just go do it and try to make that point. But I don't feel like that's the most effective way to fight back right now. And I agree with you. I think that the law does need refined. That's why I'm consulting with attorneys and lawyers, or setting that up to do so. That way I can refine my message. You know, I'm not an attorney. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a paralegal. Okay? I'm just a guy trying to find the tools, sharpen the tools, and use those tools to fix the problem. Okay? Ask yourself, are you doing any of these things? Are you consulting with lawyers? Are you finding tools and spreading those tools around to other patriots around you? Okay? We got to be more specific. If you have a suggestion on what exactly needs refined, I mean, the Constitution is very broad. The law is very broad. There's so much code out there. So, you know, if you're going to comment things like that, you know, offer suggestions and solutions and do your own due diligence and your own research to provide a better refinement of what you would like to see. You know, they say, be the change that you wish to see in the world. That, you know, that's leading by example, right? As you can see, I'm driving down the road right now trying to get other things accomplished, right? And if you would like to contribute to the refining of the message that I'm trying to, you know, accomplish here, then by all means, offer solutions. That would be priority. So I wonder what they're going to say when we pull up for this here permit. Very curious to know. You know, we spent about an hour trying to catch him on the phone this morning. and that wasn't working. And we figured, well, that's about how long it would take to drive down there, so let's just pack her on up, and we'll just head down to the office in person. Ain't no sense in smashing your phone button, trying to get through them on the phone if they're not answering it. Did it for about an hour this morning, and wasn't working. So now we're heading back into the swamp to check on this permit in person, knock on the front door and say, hey, well, actually, you can just walk right in, but you know what I'm saying. David, you're saying I'm wrong. No, you see, here's the thing. I'm not wrong. What I'm doing is right. I am getting the tools to the states, to everybody across the country, right? And in doing so, that's why I am live streaming right now. That's why I am seeking to consult with attorneys and lawyers to provide to my audience and do media blasts to have conversations with other audiences revolving the tools that we would need to fight back, whether it be at a county level, a city level, a school board level, a police department level, a state level, a federal level. It doesn't matter, okay? All of these tools that I'm seeking out are for the betterment of the whole spectrum of the country, okay? So, if you think that me being in DC or whatever is wrong, well, that's where I am right now, okay? And I'm talking to people on the streets in DC, spreading awareness and letting them know what's going on, how they can make a change, right? I tell people a lot, especially on my stream, you know, look, I even call my senators and my House reps and my attorney generals on my stream, okay? So, lead by example. Doesn't matter where I am, it matters what I'm doing, where I am, okay? You don't see me out here trying to park my ass in DC, right? No, I'm approaching this in different ways. DC is just where I am right now, and I just recently became independent, not associating myself with any group because I am an American, right? That is the country that we live in. That is our group as a whole, as being an American, right? I am a concerned American citizen, and I'm free to go and do as I please. That's just the way it is. Chris, what am I doing with the Excel list I sent you? Well, I am waiting to talk to an attorney before I utilize that. And that's going to be very beneficial in the future. again, I thought I went over this on one of my previous streams, maybe even twice. You know, that list is great, and I'm excited to use it, but I'm not going to rush into everything. I want to, you know, somebody else in this chat talked about refining the message, and I agreed with them, right? So before I utilize that that list, I want to speak with an attorney and a lawyer and see what the best course of action is, because we have to make sure that the efforts that we're putting in are effective. And yeah, that's just the way it is. Being an influencer, I'm not going to subject you guys to wasting your time or doing something that would be out of order, if you will. Like, again, contacting your representatives is super important, because if you haven't gone through the proper channels of, hey, look, you are elected to represent my voice, but yet you have not voiced your concerns to them, and then you protest, it's just weird, right? You're doing things out of order. So we want to talk with attorneys and lawyers and make sure that what the proper channel is for enacting the 10th Amendment and things of this nature, to properly move forward, right? So I'm being patient, Chris. I'm being patient. I've decided to reserve that list and make it a big bang when I do it. Okay, Donald, yo, are you an attorney? Are you running this channel, recommending where I go and where I start with? Yo, if you don't like what I'm doing, then go watch somebody else. You're gonna get a timeout, bud, because I don't like your energy in here. Come back when you're a little bit more chill and you're more on board.
Use the right 2 lanes to take the Virginia 7 East exit toward Tyson's Corner.
While we're waiting on the callbacks from Trisha Lindsay and Tony from Santa Cruz, we're finding new ways and interesting ways to interact with people in Washington, D.C. And then we'll probably be heading to New York, y'all.
Continue on Virginia 7 East for 13 miles.
I feel like a kid on Christmas heading up here to get this permit. Looks like there's some gray clouds up here. Might be a little mist up in town. Demanding a response doesn't get you one. What are you talking about? If you're referring to our elected officials, yes, it does get you one. They're required through notice and opportunity to respond to us. Wow, is there a troll attack going on here? You guys can think all you want. He was being very passive aggressive, and he got a timeout. He is not blocked from my channel. He got a timeout. And if y'all have a problem with that, y'all can go somewhere else too. And if you keep bringing it up, you're gonna get timed out. If you've been ignored, then you need to serve them a notice and opportunity, a notice of violation. And if you've been ignored, then that's a good thing, especially if you have it in writing, because then you can use that as notice and opportunity, right? Say, hey, look, this is a courtesy notice. You have not responded to me. You need to. You are now entering contractual agreement. You have X amount of days to respond, or you'll be falling under a contractual agreement, right? The only loophole they have is the fact that they could say, oh, well, we didn't get the message, so, you know, even delivering them a notice in person or a certified mail, something along those lines would help you if they are ignoring your requests. So what do y'all think? What are some questions I should ask lawyers and attorneys regarding this freedom movement? Do you guys think that the 13909 audit on the People's Convoy is the best route of action? What's your guys' thoughts? No room for negativity or any type of division in the chat either. No passive aggressiveness, nothing like that. Because as Weathercat just stated, rules are to be respectful. Got a smile from the vehicle next to me here. She was nice. She slowed down to read my
decals. Karen Reed, you did amazing. Okay? These decals have raised so many questions, you don't even know. My back windshield helps too. So, Macy says I should request the info discussed which have to be documented. So you're talking about like a scribe type of deal? What I think I'm probably going to do is ask her permission to record it for my own personal use. That'd probably be the easiest way to document our conversation. I even asked her secretary if live streaming the meeting would be possible. I'm super excited. I can't wait. I've been calling. I even called this morning. You know, I'm even going to call right now and just see if I can get through. TrishaLindsayLaw.com. Trisha Lindsay. Like somebody asked where we're headed to. We're headed to the park's main office to check on this permit I have set up to create standing or stationary structures next to the Lincoln Memorial, or should I say next to the reflective pool next to the Lincoln Memorial. I don't have faith their answering is going to be a no on that. Yeah. Totally butchered that sentence, but they're not going to answer. I'd be surprised.
You've reached the law office of Trisha S. Lindsay. All of our associates.
All of their associates are busy defending clients, is what he's going to say. I'm going to call back. I'm pretty sure the email I got is legit because the lady's name is like, it's not like at Gmail or anything. It's such and such at TrishaLindsayLaw.com.
You've reached the law office of Trisha S. Lindsay. All of our associates are defending our clients. Please leave your name, phone number, and message at the sound of the tone, and one of our associates will return your call. Thank you.
Oh, this is Alex Glasgow calling. I am checking on the validity of an email I got, and also the Cash App and Venmo validity, making sure that it's the official consultation fee platform to get the consultation on the schedule. You can give me a call back whenever it's at your earliest convenience. My number is, one moment. And have a good day. All right. So that'd be the second voicemail that I left, even though I've called numerous times. But yeah, I just want to make sure before I send $350 to a Cash App, make sure it's the official one. Lori, hey, we're going to check in on this permit. They did not send it to me in my email yet, but I promise you, she said on the phone I'd have it within a couple hours of us talking on the phone. Hey, they got a thumbs up from this guy. Heck yeah. And he's giving the Liberty Torch to Eddie as well. But in any case, so yeah, just to make sure, right? Because I've been looking at my email like an eagle. And I haven't gotten into my email yet. So we're going down straight to the office in person to open up their door and ask them about it face to face, and make sure that I get this permit before anything, is official. Right? Because like I said yesterday, like anything could happen, and I'll feel better once I have the permit in my email or in hand. So also, any illegal restreams are not allowed, of course, because they're illegal. Okay, must have my written permission to restream this broadcast. Any types of harassment, stalking, defamation will not be tolerated. And being that I am consulting with lawyers and attorneys and paralegals, you better be careful. Shoot, there might even be already one on this case. That's for me to know, and you never to find out until you're served with papers. So we're heading down to the park office. It's going to be a good day. Y'all know what that says, right? Let freedom, R-E-I-G-N. Very nice. You love to see it. He's got one on this side that says it too, but it's harder to see. I don't know if you can see it or not. So probably not when it's blurred out. I don't know if you can see it. Wow, what the F? Why is it like honeycombed? Anyways, it's there, trust me. I'll show you when I get out of the car sometime. Oh, it's because of the reflection of my vent. Or my speaker, I should say. Interesting.
Turn left onto Virginia 193 East, Georgetown Pike.
yeah, y'all, it's gonna be an interesting day. I'm very hopeful that we're gonna get this permit. I'm gonna get it taken care of as soon as we get there. I'm not looking for a big show out or anything like that. Just a few people. Lori's on her way. We're gonna be just setting up a table and having some conversation. Oh, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, we gotta break through these algorithms. Put the hammer down, baby. Just a simple like, thumbs up, or what I call a Liberty torch, which would be the thumbs up. Brake check. Downhill brake check. There's a steep little hill there, even though it's flat right here. Anyhow, yeah, so the Liberty torch is the thumbs up, right? Just imagine a torch in between the 4 clenched fingers. That's what it is, baby. Anybody that's been following me on the convoy across America from sea to shining sea, you know about the Liberty torch. I know you do. So, the hype squad, baby. Still at it. Hey, Weather Cat, can you look that up? See, that's the thing. If that is true, like, I don't even know. I haven't even been keeping up on that. I don't care about any other organization other than Americans and American freedoms, right? But that's the exact reason why I'm all about just being an American, because they can't pin you as this, that, or the other, or use any type of affiliation with anything as leverage to try to disillusion or create an illusion revolving what you are trying to do. We are concerned American citizens. We are magistrates. Our rights have been violated, and we want accountability for it. Penetrating us against our will through coercion and influence in the hijacking of the mainstream media is medical rape. It's a violation of our constitutional rights. I guess we got to be an alarm clock, y'all. We're just going to have to keep buzzing and buzzing and buzzing until people wake up. Half of America is still asleep. See if we get a better view on this. It shows the reflection of my vent. Sad face. It's showing this. And the reflection of my window. Squeaky? Okay. Oh well. And we're off. Man, that trifecta pizza yesterday was good. Holy moly. Like sausage, big old pieces of pepperoni, and topped with basil. Good Lord. So good. Makes my mouth water just thinking about it. I think that means that I'm hungry. I know what that means. I think I know what that means. I think very hard about that. So I was hungry. The first thing I like to do when I look at a menu at a restaurant is look at it. Just take a big long look at all the pages while looking at the items that they have available to look at on their lookable menu, right? Ask anybody that's with me to look at what they would potentially be looking at getting, right? Just take a big old long look at it. Permit is on the way down the road here, verifying that this permit is accepted 100% at the moment. We are heading down to the office right now. Spent like an hour trying to contact these people on the phone, and it was just brutal. I mean, we were about an hour away anyway, so we just hopped in our car. We packed up first, hopped in our cars. We're heading down to the office. We're gonna talk to them in person. Like, hey, look, hey, we want to know what's going on. We got preparations to be had. All right, we got people to let know. Am I making these signs for a later date? Can I take my time on them, or do they need to be rushed out? Who got the last two pieces? They're in Eddie's truck right now. They're uneaten. He might have ate them. Coco's hanging out the window. I can hear Eddie's brakes. It sounds like a jet plane. Maybe that's not his brakes. I don't know what that is then. I think it's his brakes. Maybe his axle. Fun little drive though. The scenery is beautiful. You know, hey, speaking of that, every time the scenery gets beautiful, we lose service, so be prepared for a buffer or two. But it's nice to soak this in. Real beautiful stuff here. I like greenery. This is where I like to take my dog, just out in the woods. The oxygen levels are nice and crisp. Is it the gear shift? I don't know what that is, AW. I'm gonna have to ask Eddie. I never really noticed it before. I mean, I'm sure he's shifted gears by now. It can't be a gear shift. Maybe a tire rubbing or something? Kind of weird just having two cop cars sitting there. Could it be his exhaust? No. His turbo? Maybe I don't know. Does he have a turbo in it? Sounds like a jet plane though, I tell you what. We are taking flight, y'all. Oh, you know what? Call Simon. I was gonna do that last night and I forgot. See what's up with Simon. Do I have his number saved in this phone? I know I've got it in this phone, but whether or not it's saved, I don't know. I got it. Hold on, I'm calling.
Hey, good morning. Is freedom still raining over there?
Well, I think I've seen the letters REIGN somewhere. I don't know.
Well, hopefully somewhere it is.
Yeah, you know, let's just not even bust out our umbrellas and just get covered in.
What's that?
Let's just not even bust out the umbrellas and get covered in the freedom rain. Did you understand me? Anyways, hey, testing 1 2. Can you hear me?
Lost you.
Wait. Is it coming?
There he is.
There I am. There is Simon.
Coming through. There you are.
Boom. We have a broadcast. Hey, speaking of that, I am live right now, but I was curious what you're up to.
Well, I'm actually sitting on a bench.
Okay.
Looking for I just got to a store to look for a graduation card for my niece.
Yeah.
But I am home, waiting to hear back from my employer about getting a drug test and getting stuff, getting that process started to get back to work.
Okay. So you got cleared by the doc?
I did get cleared by the doc, yes, to go back to work. So, that's so now I'm just kind of in limbo, waiting to get hear when they want me to go get stuff done and what I got to do to get back to work.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know it's
so
gonna be.
Are you still in DC?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to the permit office right now. And
Nice.
Use the left 2 lanes
yeah,
to
I
turn
also
left
got
onto the
invited to New
I-495
York
north ramp.
to have a podcast with Ariel Scarella.
Yes. Okay.
And so that's going to be fun. And yeah.
Nice. You know when that is? Is that scheduled yet, or?
Well, it's going to be I can schedule it anytime before July 21st, basically.
Oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha.
So I just need to give her a couple days in advance notice, and then we're going to rock and roll. But that is solid AF.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good communication.
So you're in DC still though this weekend. You're going to get a permit, you said.
Yep. Do you know what the permit's for?
To have a stand there in DC somewhere.
Yeah, a little change my mind booth.
Perfect.
Yep. Do you know what the topic of discussion is going to be?
In 1,000 feet, I-495 north.
I'm gonna guess it revolves around. Let me think. We've talked about a lot of different things.
I'll tell you what. This topic of conversation is on
Continue on I-495
a lot of cars.
north for half a mile.
Okay.
A lot of vehicles have this exact conversation topic on the vehicles.
In a quarter
And you know,
mile,
you even
take
helped
exit
put it on
43
Eddie's
for
truck.
George Washington Memorial Parkway.
Yes, medical rape.
Yeah, that's going to be the topic, and we're going to blow some minds because, you know, that's what this is. It's being penetrated against our will to participate in society through
Take exit
coercion,
43.
influence, and the hijacking of media/information. Right?
Yes, correct.
So
Yes. Yeah, I was thinking that
Continue for 9 miles.
if there's any more protests at the Supreme Court, that I would like to make a sign about medical rape and go join the protesters at the Supreme Court, because that's the crowd, you know, that's you know pro-choice, and you know they're against you know forced you know being forced to do anything with their bodies, so they should be 100% on our team when it comes to these forced injections.
yeah, just their other passion, like their main passion, their main burning passion, if you will, could hinder that. But I do think that proposing the collaboration
But try to
unification is
correct.
essential.
I want to try to unify that crowd and channel their passion to join our cause against these forced this medical rape.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. And you're thinking about doing that when?
Well, I don't know when. I was just saying if I can get back up there.
Yeah, which is probably not going to happen, but that's okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna make some more phone calls here in a little bit and see if I can figure anything out with my freaking employer. Like, I've been trying to call them like literally every day, like all week, whatever, since my doctor cleared me to go back to work. I've literally been on the phone multiple times every day trying to get a hold of somebody, sending emails like, hey, hello, is anybody home? What's happening? I just need to know.
Yeah. Tell me about it anyways.
Plans, because I've got shit to do. And I can't sit at home like not knowing what the hell I'm doing anymore. Like this can't happen.
Right, so the way you figure, you're probably thinking like, well, if I can be proactive, I'd rather be proactive. And
correct. Yeah. So I'm being super proactive. The fuck is happening with my life and my schedule? I just want to know, like, because if they're not gonna, I'm not gonna sit around. Like, I'm not gonna sit around and do fucking nothing. I mean, I do have a lot of stuff at home to do. I'm buried. I'm like literally, I have so much shit to do. Mm-hmm. But if I get to the point where they're not responding, there's no communication, why shit, maybe I can jump on a plane and come up for the weekend.
Yeah, or I was thinking about maybe even setting up a coerced prick is medical rape in New York.
Okay.
Because there's people all over this country that need education, not just in Deacon County.
Absolutely, yeah.
And because
absolutely.
Because I've got this invitation to collaborate with an amazing individual, Ariel Scarella, that that's like bridging the gap there.
See, you're breaking up.
Oh, yeah, I'm breaking up. Well, she's part of the LGBT or LGB, I should say. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Hello. I think I lost you.
Yeah, hello. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Simon, testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 2 1, testing 1 2, testing 2 1. Let me try this. Hello, is this better? Oh, nope, we lost him. Yep, I have no service. Prepare for my stream to crash too. It might happen. Being that my spare phone went out, we're limited data. It will probably at least buffer. So, yeah. Just preparing you for the possibility of that to happen. world. Are you still in the chat? Lori. Calling for Lori. Are you still here? If you are still here, I was just curious if you brought the canopy with you. Yeah, I didn't want to be around that person. Slow down here. Somebody asked if I got the permit yet. That's actually what we're going to check on. Right, meow. I've been keeping an eye on my email like a hawk, and it has not come through yet in my email that I have seen. I'm actually checking again, right, meow, just to make sure. And no. Has not hit the email. So we're pretty close to talking to them in person. We're heading right down to the park permit office just to talk to them in person. Just to be sure. Because I don't want to be preparing for nothing. I mean, the lady told me on the phone that I would have it within a couple hours. So she did not honor her word, and I can't get through. I'll call again. Wait, do I have the number in my spare phone? I don't think I do. I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, see, it just goes straight to line busy. What do y'all think about Biden trying to take away our guns, y'all? He said that the Second Amendment wasn't concrete. It's a bunch of crap. That's what we talk about. These people think they can step on our constitutional rights He's essentially pissing on our constitutional rights, even by saying that. The guy needs impeached. Get his old ass out of office. There's so much going on right now. It's just ridiculous. That's why we got to be an alarm clock for America. Some people don't get it through their thick skulls that our rights are being violated. And they're being used and misinformed. And programmed, essentially brainwashed into just letting it happen. A lot of these far leftists are just rolling over and letting their bellies get tickled by all the jokes because they think it's a big joke. They'll just create the stupidest freaking memes, the most illegitimate, and just pass it around like it's fact. I mean, it happens on both sides, admittedly. But the far leftists have been attacking science, attacking doctors, attacking biology, attacking our schools, our restrooms, our psychological mind frame, right? It's informational warfare. And they've been proposing the most idiotic, untrue, just ridiculous ideology trying to make these things law. Like revoking our Second Amendment. Like what? Revoking our First Amendment. Like what? Whether it be freedom of press, whether it be freedom of speech, whether it be the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. Okay? Without liberty, it is all slavery. And like Trisha Lindsay said it, they're trying to make it law so that when you break the law, you are an involuntary servant or a slave. And she said, they're trying to turn this country into a slave ship. And she also said, and I don't know about you, but I ain't signing up for that cruise line. And no, I do not want to take that. Where are you going, Eddie? A similar, okay, you must be taking this other way. That's okay. Another one's the border right now. It's just ridiculous. Open borders at the south and you need digital ID at the north. Doesn't make sense. There's a clear agenda at play here. And Biden's willing to... Eddie, where are you going, bro? You like totally missed the exit, bro. Okay, Eddie, I'm about to like split off from you, dog. You must be going to this other bridge down there. That's fine. If that's where he's going, that's fine. It's just a little longer. Yeah, laws don't stop criminals from getting guns. That's a good point. So in order to have them, well, I should say, having them is important to defending against them. Because the people that are willing to break into your house and violate the law are the same ones that are willing to violate the law to own guns. And here's the thing. That is if Biden's stupid ideas go through with revoking things like the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is given to us by the Almighty, right? These are God-given rights. Our country was founded in God we trust, right? Since when does Biden think he's above the Constitution or above God? He's trying to rewrite this country. You know, somebody said men wrote the Constitution. Well, you know, that's for you to interpret that way. But you know what? Our founding fathers interpreted it as these are given to us by God, and they are channels working as God's authority, right? Or channeling through God, like God would be working through them. That's what they believe, right? And that's the way our country was founded. I don't care how religious you are or what your religious beliefs are, you're welcome in this country. But don't try to change the way the country was wrote, right? These freedoms are there to protect not only us individually from intruders entering into our house, but to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government as well. Yeah, our founding fathers truly believed that they were, you know, God was working through them to create the foundation for this country. It's just the way it is, y'all. You can't change history. You can probably park in that.
Hang on just a second. Goddamn.
Hey, we could probably park.
Yeah, don't get up there out of his way.
All right. I don't know, these signs say parking by permit only, so I'm gonna pull into the tennis court. I'm with the American movement. I'm with the We Are Concerned American movement. Operating as an American under the American Constitution, the U.S. Constitution. I'm gonna switch all around. Hold on a second, y'all.
You see them two old impatient bastards right there beside us there? fucking, is in behind you. Fucking, God, I mean, they were like older fellas. They were flipping me off.
Oh, really?
Honking their horns. And I could read one of them's lips, you know? No, they're not going to be allowed in. I mean, I'll walk down there, just check out the river. You know?
Shouldn't take me too long.
I mean, this is the place you need to be, right?
Yeah. Just gotta walk down here a little bit.
What's that?
Just gotta walk down here a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, on the right.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask him about this parking situation too, because it don't make no dang sense. It's almost like they don't want people to come into their business.
No, it's like, exactly, they don't. You know? You know, it's funny to me, all these other groups, say, have no problem filing them for a whole month, you know.
Well, you can do that.
Oh, I know, but, you know, it's like you said, I mean, it is. I mean, parking by permit only, I mean, what does that mean, really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like for the permit office or if it's you need a permit to park there. So I'm gonna clarify that today. Want to cross real quick? And single file for the other passing pedestrians. Hello there.
All these people that want to bitch about pollution, everybody just drops their mask on the ground, those filthy ass, dirty ass masks on the ground. Everywhere you look.
See, authorized vehicles only. It's like They don't have no parking for this place. We gotta go down here on the left.
How about that neighborhood we went through? There's a lot of money there, huh? Did you pay attention on them damn freaking... Some of them look like freaking castles, man.
Actually, no, I wasn't really paying attention.
There's that one little old side road we took and kind of wound through there, real country-like.
Huh.
Yeah. I'll let you go in. I'll just hang out here because they're not going to let the dog in.
Yeah, 10-4. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Is the lobby not open?
What do you need?
I'm here to pick up a permit or talk to them about
Okay.
Okay.
Permits office is the trailer across the way there.
Oh, really? I was in here the last time I thought.
Yeah, they've been moving back in there. That's their normal office. They had some work going on.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we'll go into the trailer area here. Hi. I'm sorry. Okay.
Or did you just need to pick something up?
I'm checking on a permit that I was supposed to have in my email by now. The lady said I would have it yesterday, but I haven't gotten it.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I can.
Okay.
What was the name the permit was put under?
Alex Glasgow.
Alex?
Yes. Glasgow G.
There you are.
Mhm.
It was issued to an email address, but I can print it.
Yeah, if you could print it and maybe reissue it, because I didn't see it anywhere.
Check the email. Maybe it's not correct.
Yeah. Let me just mute my chat, guys. Because we're gonna print it. Looks like it was issued. I checked my spam folders. I checked all my folders. I didn't see. What was the email it would have came from?
I don't know that.
No. Okay.
Okay, so I print it for you.
Is there a way you could resend it, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me print it first.
10-4.
So, where would you like it to be sent?
That same email.
I'm kind of deaf.
Oh, that same email.
So
Sorry.
A-L
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much.
And I'll just attach it. I won't write anything.
Okay. And what would be the she said, this other lady said I didn't have permission to film in here, so I'm gonna go run my stream to Eddie real quick, and I'll be right back. I don't know. Is this a public lobby here, ma'am? I'm just curious. I would like to clarify. Is this a public lobby here?
No, it's not.
It's not.
Please step outside.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take this stream out here, and then we'll fact check that later, guys. Hey, Eddie.
Yeah, there's some there, wildlife proof.
Okay.
So, but you can just pop it in there.
All right, cool.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Can you hold on to this for a little bit?
Well, I got my hands full. Coco decided to take a shit.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, let me.
Hold on.
All right, let me shut this one down.
All right.
All right, here.
Well, hold on. I think she's just gonna give me this. Are we good? I did. She ran me off because
Yeah, so here you go.
she wouldn't let me be in there with my camera.
No worries. So, that's your permit number, and this is you, right? Okay.
Yes.
And then just take care to note the restricted areas. You're at the Lincoln.
Yeah.
Is that where you are? Lincoln Memorial. Yep.
Okay.
So the restricted area at the Lincoln Memorial, and it's on our website if you need to see it printed, and the Code of Federal Regulations that dictates it on the website too.
Okay.
It's anything above the white marble steps. You'll see the change in the steps. They go from like a granite gray to a pure marble.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so above those steps is the restricted area, so it includes the chamber and all the columns and any of the promenade around the columns.
Okay.
Just for your information.
So basically anywhere around this white strip, and then.
So when you walk up the memorial, once you hit those white marble steps,
Okay.
it's restricted area.
Okay.
But I think you're down by the pool, which is, that's X's showing where your permit has been granted.
Oh, okay.
So that is your permitted area. And I'm just telling you that, like, just as a friendly heads up, so you don't have a ranger ask you to move off the restricted area.
Okay, 10-4.
Yeah. So here you go.
All right. Thank you so
And
much.
I emailed it.
You're
Okay,
awesome.
have a good day.
You
Bye.
too. All right. So she was really nice. The other lady wasn't so much. I'm gonna fact check that. Make sure that I mean, it's a park office, right? So it should be open to the public. If it's open to the public, or a tax-paid building, she shouldn't have had any authority to say that. But if it's funded by something other than tax dollars, then she might have that.
You got it?
I got it.
You got it, all right.
Yeah.
Okay,
And she re-emailed it to me.
Oh, she re-emailed it?
Yep.
Re-emailed it like she already
Yeah,
emailed
but I checked everywhere, bro. It wasn't. I didn't see it.
Yeah. That's the kind of game we play around here.
And then that one lady in there told me that I couldn't film in there. I was like, is this not a public office? If it's a tax-paid building, then it should be public lobby. And being that, they're funded by taxpayers, park rangers and stuff, I believe they fall under that same category.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, like I said, I don't know that much about the law, but I will say that one lady was nice. Coco,
she was nice, yes.
Yeah, I hope.
The other lady was.
Well, yeah, Coco, she hunkered up and took a big old dump like right there in the grass.
Yeah.
I didn't have a bag. Well, that one lady come out. I guess we're all on camera, so she come out with a bag, and she was real nice about it, though.
Yeah, that one lady was really nice. And it feels nice to have my permit too.
Yeah, there we go. There's the permit.
Oh yeah, you sure?
Yeah, I'm doing this on Facebook Live.
Okay.
I ain't no professional like you are.
Whatever. So yeah, I got the permit, y'all.
You asked me about this permit, parking my permit only, what that actually means.
Oh, you know, I forgot because they ran me out with my
string. Permit and go.
No, well, because of my camera. I was telling you, the one lady was upset because I was filming in there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like, if it's a tax-funded building, then it's a public lobby.
I would think so. That's a nice little marina over there.
I'm still focusing on my papers. I think this is a cool view. So, right there is the permitted area. The X right there.
Okay. So is that right in front of the steps of the Lincoln?
Basically.
Pretty much right in front of the steps, yep.
It's like kind of where we were before, where that guy was on his electric.
Yeah, where he was on his, yep. Yeah, that'd be cool. Is it actually on the concrete, or is it on?
I think it's on the grass.
Is it on the line? Grass.
I think it's on the grass.
Yeah.
Which would be good because you can bring Coco, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's gonna have to come.
She's gonna have to what?
She's gonna have to come.
Yeah. Alright. So yeah, looks like we got the permit, and also I've got a lot of artwork to do now.
Yeah, we'll go back to
the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, the place, the spot, the one place.
Operation.
Yeah, the command center.
The command center. This is what tomorrow's permit is for.
Yep.
Right here.
Force prick is medical rate. We're gonna set up a table and have discussions.
Don't worry, all you females out there.
Change my mind booth.
You may think it's a couple of guys trying to mansplain stuff. We're actually going to have a lady with us that totally agrees with this. She's actually been through some pretty traumatic experiences. Just to kind of help us from having to mansplain stuff, so to speak.
Well, to take away that type of narrative, because you know they're going to try to use that.
Oh, you know.
It's just like what they do with abortion. Like, oh, you're not a woman, so you can't. It doesn't matter because men get raped too.
Yeah.
Okay, and being penetrated with a needle against your will. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or not. We're talking about being penetrated with a needle. That's why it's fourth prick is medical
rape. Something you
rape.
can't take back once you do it.
Yeah.
Something you can't take back. Something you can't get rid of once you do it.
It's being penetrated against your will.
But anyways, it ought to be an interesting day tomorrow.
Even Trisha Lindsay, the attorney that I'm trying to consult with.
Yeah, exactly. Trisha Lindsay.
She's even said it.
Very intelligent female black attorney. Actually coined that phrase for anybody.
At least that's where
she coined it
That's where I heard it from.
Yeah.
And then I'd say Lori kind of coined this phrase.
Yeah.
And then I upgraded it to
You added it to coerce. That's
coerce
just to take away another rebuttal. Because,
yeah.
like you were saying, if you say force, they're going to try to rebuttal. By,
Oh, nobody's forcing you.
Nobody's forcing
well, it's
you.
through
No, you
coercion, influence, and hijacking the media,
No,
suppressing information.
You're threatening somebody's livelihood, and you're threatening to ruin their life just because they won't take this experimental injection that doesn't really work. That's being forced.
Yes.
That's being forced. Bottom line. All right, y'all. Anyways, I guess we out. We're gonna go back to command headquarters.
Do some artwork. Prepare.
Get prepared.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Yep.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Preparations. Preparations need to be had.
All right. So.
If you want to take a little stroll or something through, like, I don't know, if you want to go downtown for a little bit, we can, but it's already 1 o'clock. Honestly, check-ins can't be till 3 anyways.
Yeah.
What do you say we just check out this little park right here?
We can do that.
Let's see what's going on around here. Go get some lunch or something.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much to this park, really.
I kind of wanted to just see what it was on. Probably just a bunch of tennis courts, eh?
Yeah, I think it's just tennis courts, a couple setting areas.
Let Coco get a little walk, though.
Yeah.
Let's go down here. There's a group over there, too. We'll kind of keep to ourselves.
What's that?
Oh, I don't know. Up that group over there. Kind of narrow roads here. Plus, I can't really see around this corner unless we walk over here. Looks like kind of like another little parking lot. What do you think is in there? Hey, do you got a turbo on your truck?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what makes that noise? It sounds like a freaking airplane every time you fucking... Seemed like it was when you were slowing down.
It is. It's basically an air brake, an exhaust brake.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't actually have to use my brakes. I can just
kind of coast.
Yeah, like when I decelerate, that exhaust brake kicks in. That's what makes that noise.
Okay. You want to walk back or walk around the tennis court?
I don't think
Let's just walk back. Yeah.
When I called that place earlier, they asked when I was coming in. We ended up getting cut off. I mean, we may be able to get in a little early. I don't know.
You just got to call them and see if there's an early check-in. Did you eat those 2 slices of pizza?
No, not yet. I haven't eaten anything.
Somebody in my chat asked who ate the last 2 pieces of pizza.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, well, Eddie's got them.
Yeah, unless Coco got into them, they're still there. She was up in the front seat the whole time, so I don't think she got them.
What we should do is get some lunch meat and stuff for not only tonight, but tomorrow, too.
Tomorrow, yeah. Coco, stop.
You still got that mayonnaise and stuff, right?
Dude, it got hot.
And it got nasty?
Yeah, it got hot. I don't want to mess with that mayonnaise, man. Any
Okay.
of it really once it gets hot.
All right.
I know there was a grocery store that
Aldi's?
a grocery store over there pretty close.
Oh, yeah, there was too, huh?
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of jealous of those kayakers right there. Hold on. They're kind of
I know,
hidden
man. It
right
looks
here.
like fun, huh?
There they are.
Looks like a lot of fun. How you doing, sir? How you doing? I'm all right, man.
All right. Well, you want to hit it?
Yeah, you just want to head back over to the spot, or
Yeah, that.
put that in anyway, and
Get some food along
Yeah.
the way. I got a lot of
Yeah.
work to do. So.
yeah, I hear you.
All right, buddy. Hey, high five on the freaking permit, dude.
Good job. Man. Good job. That was a good call coming over here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, because
How many times did we try to call them this morning?
oh, we spent like an hour doing it.
At least both of us tag teaming them.
Yep. And they didn't answer their phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right though. We got it worked out. All right. So just show y'all again the permit here. Let me see. This is zoomed in. It is zoomed in. Permanent area right there. That's what's up. All right, I gotta pack this thing up because Eddie's probably gonna start pulling out. Nope, I don't want to end broadcast. Here we go. All right. He's probably putting the address in there. While he's doing that, I'm gonna get my charger set up in my car instead of my battery pack. Hey, can y'all check to see if that park office is funded by taxpayer dollars or not? I want to know if that park office is public space. If it's publicly funded, then it should be a public office. And that lady was not right, if that's the case. Because I even asked the other guy, I said, hey, this is a public office, right? And he said, yeah, or yeah, he shook his head, yes. All right, here we go.
Can y'all check to see what's up with that building? 900, what is it? Ohio Drive Southwest. See if that park, the main office for the parks officers, is a public building. If it's a public building, it should be. Hold on, you know what? Let me see if I can just. Is the main park officer building in Washington, D.C. publicly funded? I'm almost certain it is. Can't do it right now. I'll look it up later. It's part of the National Park Service, so who funds that? And how do we figure out who paid for that building? And if the National Park Service is funded by taxpayer dollars, then it's a public building. Yeah, I know. I've checked out the First Amendment auditors before. That's actually how I know about the public lobby rule. Just need to figure out if it's funded by taxpayer dollars. And if it's not, that's kind of weird. They cannot have their own policy that supersedes the First Amendment. Eggy pop. That's what these First Amendment auditors do all the time. They bust them. They bust them. I've seen them where companies try to implement their own policies. It doesn't supersede the First Amendment. You cannot trespass the eye in public property. And if that's a taxpayer-funded building, the lobby is public space. Alright, so I'm gonna flip this. We got the permit, guys and girls. all the patriots at home. Yes, that's a huge weight off my shoulders. Like, okay, I'm gonna be your boy's gonna be at the Lincoln Memorial tomorrow with a coerced prick is medical rape table, inviting people to have a conversation or to try to change my mind or my stance or my viewpoint on that particular topic. You know, we're gonna have to be an alarm clock for everybody in DC tomorrow. And what I mean by that is repetition. So you guys are probably going to hear a lot of the same talking points from me, or that's okay. If you've been tuning in here for a while, you probably heard me reiterate them at least once or twice. But there is a lot to talk about. And we're going to try to stick on the COVID-19 response and how our elected officials handled that situation. Alright, so I got a lot of work to do. We'll catch y'all when I stream next, which will probably be a little later tonight. I hope y'all are having a good day and continue to do so. Let's keep it light, keep it positive, and shine bright, baby. Shine bright like I'm a diamond on a moonlit lake. Alright, now I can play music. Wait. Okay, now I can play music. I gotta turn on my Bluetooth. We'll see you tonight.